Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here. Not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for one at the national championship with an automatic bid. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. As we'll see the number 9 team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And here's the fair catch by the return man. First down here for this offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He breaks into the clear. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory, tackled at the 45.
Now, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Bringing pressure. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Couldn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
Chris, on this play, he has nobody open. It's better than taking a sack. He doesn't get intentional grounding because where he threw it, there was an intended receiver. I think there's no harm, no foul here.
And the single back takes the handoff. He shreds the tackle. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Boy, Chris, this back is so talented. Picks up another first down. The Nebraska faithful love to see the ball in his hands, just like they've loved to see the backs over the years. Think about T.O., Tom Osborne, when he had the backs going, Mike Rozier, and Lawrence Phillips, and Amon Green, Roger Craig going way back. More recently, Amir Abdullah, Rex Burkhead. Boy, oh boy, they've had some fun backs to watch.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Oh, it's a reverse. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
It's a nice job of the receiver picking up the first down on a decent gain. The defense is happy it didn't go for more. Expect them to lock down these playmakers because you never know who's going to get the ball next.
The Cornhuskers getting set on 1st and 10. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Makes the grab. It's Woods. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run.
The quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
And the Huskers will line up here on 1st down and goal. We'll try to run it with the option. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Setting the tone early, Kirk. How about the execution? Opening drive of a conference championship game.
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
Point after, not right through. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. first down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it here. Runs through the defender. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Now it's second down here. Off play action, he's looking to throw. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And they heave it deep downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
You set it down to the offense. First and 10. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're third down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And the Wolverines look to keep this drive moving. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover. Oh, the big fella in the clear. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Huskers on the scoop and score.
Oh, it's your worst nightmare if you're a quarterback. They bring the blitz. He doesn't recognize it. Ball goes on the ground. Defense does a great job of picking this thing up. That's exactly what they hope for. Catch the quarterback off guard. It works out. That gets him a touchdown.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. First down. Looking to throw the football. It's the running back in the flat. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All you could do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now second and long. They'll try the option play here. He'll toss it to the back. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. And the quarterback dropping back. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Returner tackle right there. That's what will start the drive. Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Grab behind the line. It's Hussein. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards, and they stay ahead of the sticks.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Well, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark. See if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And that pass falls incomplete. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. On the move, looking deep. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. Receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that 3rd down. Let's see what their decision is on 4th down coming up.
And here's the return now from midfield. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Receiver in motion now. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And it's incomplete even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Handoff here from the shotgun.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Grab near the sticks. It's Woods. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
The Huskers lining up here on 1st and 10. Ball handed off. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Hey, it's 1st and goal. Why wait? Go with the sure thing. Let that quarterback get behind his line, push his way in for the touchdown.
Attack on the PAT, and it's 21-0. Now they get set to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Well, I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's caught downfield. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Of course, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Receiver makes the grab. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Trying for a 4th down completion. He's got it. Enough for a first down. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Running right through tacklers. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Took some extra time in the weight room, paying off on that play.
What a job shedding tackles, crossing that goal line. And if you're this defense, you've got to focus a bit more on the fundamentals and wrapping up, because poor tackling teams get exposed by running backs like this.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The completion makes it second down. He'll hand it off. Trucks through the defender. Oh, and he fumbles. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Toss play to the outside. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And the running back takes the handoff. The Cornhuskers are looking to keep this drive going.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Handoff running right. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Bulldozing his way past tacklers. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. Defense is coming after him. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Important third down play coming up after that completion. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And looking to throw now on first down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. It's out of bounds as a short gain on the play. And he's just wide open over there downfield. Kirk, what happened on the coverage that time?
Chris, I don't know how you lose the big tight end like that, but they did. I think it's just blown coverage. Whatever defense they were in, they need to make some adjustments. Make sure that doesn't happen again.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. Brought down, but broken tackle to produce a solid gain there. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And there's the handoff. Powerful running here. Brought down after a solid run by the senior. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And the field goal is good. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Cornhuskers will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 20. Michigan offense comes back out on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Going for a big play downfield. That ball's incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. The short completion to the tight end. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
A tight end drag route is the perfect option for offense, looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
The shotgun running play call. That run moves the ball across the 40.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made out of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
Receiver makes the catch, and they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
He'll hand it off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Offense set up. This is play number 10 in this series. Defense seems to be dialing up the pressure here. Second down, we're going to throw it. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. This quarterback on fire today. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver, and it falls incomplete.
A great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the two-point try.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They love to stretch the lead here with a touchdown. Had to settle for 3 last time. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back. after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Second down play coming up. They're going to run it here. Breaks loose at the 40. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Here's the second down play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The offense really clicking here.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Makes a quick grab. Brought down, but the game moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Tight end goes in motion. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Gain makes it second and medium.
Here we go.
Back's got it again. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. Can he make it to the marker? Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
And the Huskers will have 1st and 10 here. Oh, here comes the reverse. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Hey, I'm a fan of any time you can get the ball into his hands, I think it's a win. Didn't go for a huge amount of yards, but it's the threat of what it potentially can do, and it gives him another opportunity to get his hands on the football.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff in a single back formation. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And at first down, they go right back to him. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that previous play. Becoming a long drive, the 9th play coming up. They'll run the option. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. And the long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, and he dropped it. You don't see that often from this guy. Brings up fourth down. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. He was on target the first time. Can he keep it going from 33 yards out? And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they add to their lead.
Snap, hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Play action here on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Moves his way for a first down to the 35.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
He'll take a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game.
He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he all the way to the house.
Here's the point after attempt. And he knocks it right through. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. This one will be fair caught. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They'd love to produce some points and build this lead, but also work on the clock here. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick throw, testing the middle. He pulls it in for a big gain. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, anytime you can have a balanced attack, it's always going to help an offense. And, you know, the previous play, they're running the football. That puts a lot of pressure on the eyes of the linebackers and safeties. They start to think about defending the run, and a great job with that play-action call to get them out of position and be able to hit that for that conversion.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a deep completion. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
The Huskers line up on 1st and 10 now.
Get set, get set.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Same tailback, another carry. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. On 3rd down, it's a handoff. He's got room looking for the end zone. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the 4th quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Huskers. This offense is still clicking. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the 2nd half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the 2nd half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Breaking free at the 35. He make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. That right there, yeah, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Short pass finds the tight end. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a 1st down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you get a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
2nd down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. See what the call is on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. He flips it to the back across the middle. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game to get to a third down, trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Caught quickly. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Running out of time in the pocket. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense. And the offense calls time now with 29 seconds remaining. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Jukes to get free. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. Timeout taken by the offense now. 23 seconds on the clock. The Wolverines come to the line with first and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Looking to pass here on second down. And it's picked off in the end zone. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And now it's victory formation. The quarterback will just kneel down. It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. You're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit.